Well, hello everybody. Welcome to northern Michigan on this Thursday. It's good to be back. As a lot of you know that Brenda and I have been out of town here for the last 4 days attending a conference, so she's back to work and I'm back here. So I have got a lot to share with you guys today. Being gone for 4 days, I've got a lot of catch up, but I've got a lot of other information to share with you, a bunch of thank yous. So grab a cup of coffee or water or whatever your drink of choice is and relax. I'm going to put some food out and then I'll be sharing some information with you. I will be right back. I'd also like to say, first of all, just thank you to Danny, my neighbor, who has been putting the food out the last 4 days. Danny's done a great job, and I really appreciate it. And then another one of my neighbors, Kathy, stopped by a couple times too and put food out. So thank you to her for taking care of the wildlife while we were gone. Looks like the ground has finally thawed enough that I can take the extension cord out. It's been frozen to the ground since before Christmas. Get your shout out there. But yeah, there's enough sunflowers left for today. All right. I know you all know Danny out there. You just can't stay away now. Yeah. You have to stop by. Oh, I see we're on a suet too. Oh yeah, we're going to say. Sorry, I think there's some still in the garage there. Is it? Where at? Over on that dresser to the right, as soon as you go in the door. Oh, yeah. See him there? I don't know if you can hear it or not, but there's forestry work going on. I don't know if the camera or if the microphone's picking it up, but Katie just informed me that, I don't know, maybe a mile or so away that the state of Michigan owns a lot of property over there, and they're doing a lot of forestry work. So if you hear some buzz sawing in the background, that's what it is. So it'll be interesting to see what that does, if it winds up driving the wildlife this way that stays over there or not. I got a lot to cover. You want to stick around for a bit? Good. All right, going to have a special guest today. You all know him, you all love him. It's Danny, my neighbor. All right, I have got a lot to cover. I'll give you those. Not being here 4 days, I've gotten behind in a lot of thank yous, and the timing is perfect. I was just telling Danny our favorite feed store is going out of business here in Gaylord. So I've got to go and stock up. We're getting pretty low right now anyways. And the timing is great because while we were gone, we received a lot of donations to help us. So that's all going to turn into food. But speaking of donations, I've got quite a few to mention here today. I'd like to thank Patty. And I need to find out if it's Majub or if it's Mazub. It's M-A-J-Z-O-U-B. And she's in Joplin, Missouri. Patty, thank you very much. You've been helping us out on a monthly basis for a while now, and we appreciate it. Also helping us out on a monthly basis is Malcolm Stewart, and Malcolm is from Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. Malcolm, thank you for your ongoing support. Also like to thank Susan Rose McKay from Oatlands, Australia. You guys see a lot of stuff. She posts a lot of really cute little videos and things that she captures. Different things going on here at the camera. So Susan, thank you very much out there in Australia, or down there, I guess I should say, down under, right? Yeah. Isn't that where Australia is? She helps us out on a monthly basis also. Also like to thank Grit Sadeweiser, and she's from Ahrensburg, Germany. Made a donation. Grit, we thank you very much. And Grit loves the Blue Jays, so I always make sure that I take her donation and buy some stuff for the Blue Jays out here. That's what mainly what the cracked corn is for. So Grit, thank you for that. Also like to thank Rita Underhill. Rita's been helping us out now for a couple of months. I've been trying to find you, Rita. I hope you're watching. because I sent you a couple emails, but I don't know if you're just not getting them, or if maybe it's an old address or something, because I don't know where you're from. But I definitely want to acknowledge you, and if you want me to stop acknowledging you, just send me an email, tell me to do that too. But I always like to mention where people are from. Also helping us out monthly is John Price from Flint, Michigan, right here in our home state. So John, thank you. I'd like to thank Heather Dove from Berkshire, UK, helping us out on a monthly basis, and I think I'm pronouncing that right now. John Baxter helped me out to let me know that the towns that end in S-H-I-R-E over in England or in the UK are not Shire like I've been pronouncing it, that it's Sure. So Heather, thank you, from Berkshire, UK. Also, well, let's see, we've got Dion Woolard helping us out on a monthly basis from Lenexa, Virginia. So Dion, thank you very much for that. Also like to thank Jim and Terry Porter. They just signed up to help us out on a monthly basis. They've donated before, and they've purchased things from the store. They've been a great supporter, but now they've decided to help us out on a monthly basis, so we appreciate that. And we'll be sending you a thing that was made by Connie Scott, the refrigerator magnet, commemorating the camera winning 25 most interesting, or one of 25 most interesting webcams for 2017. So watch for that. Also like to thank Darlene Gonzala in Lewiston, Michigan. And just on a sad note, Darlene lost her husband Jeff here recently, and Jeff has been a long-time supporter and fan of the Snowman camp going way back when. So Darlene, you're definitely in our thoughts and prayers, and we thank you too for continuing to help us out on a monthly basis. I'd like to thank Brian Green for his donation. Brian is in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Also like to thank Chad and Rachel Hatt from Sheboygan, Michigan, right in our home state, actually a little bit north of here, maybe 45 minutes or so. You're helping us out on a monthly basis, and I appreciate that. Also, I'd like to thank Kathy Espinoza from Grand Rapids, Michigan, made a purchase in the store, and talked with Richard, and your items are on the way, so you'll probably see those probably before the weekend. Also like to thank John Tyree from Potterville, Michigan, for your continued monthly support. We appreciate that. I'd like to thank Gigi Scholler from Marshville, North Carolina. Gigi's been helping us out on a monthly basis, and we appreciate that. Also like to thank Julio and Shirley Porto from Cape Coral, Florida. You're helping us out on a monthly basis, and I think they're the ones that also helped you out with some gas for your...
I couldn't remember their names, so I said thank the couple in Florida.
Oh, well, that's who he was talking about. Julio. In fact, I think that was Shirley. I think said that was Julio's idea to give you some money for all that running back and forth you did every day to help us feed. So in addition to that, they're helping us out on a monthly basis too. And the last one on this list is Shelley Bullock, who is helping us out on a monthly basis, and she is from Wales in the UK. So thank you. I know that was a lot of names, but I've been gone for a few days, and they said the timing is perfect because we're going to have to do a major restocking here. All right, envelope please. I went to the P.O. box this morning and got a couple quick little letters. This first one comes from Kathy Walters, and she's in Wyandotte, Michigan. And it says, Dear Ken and Brenda, what a wonderful website. We love watching the birds and deer. Hope this little donation helps. Thank you so much, Ray and Kathy. Ray and Kathy, yes, it definitely helps. So thank you very much. We appreciate that, and we're glad you're watching us from down in Wyandotte. All right, next one. This one's kind of cool. This comes from France, and they had sent a donation right after the first of the year, but like a lot of us do right after the first of the year, when we do a check, we put the wrong date on it, and we put we're still doing the previous year. And they had accidentally done that. They'd sent a check all the way from France, and the bank wouldn't take it because it said 2017. So I sent it back to them, and then they were kind enough to turn around and send another one with the correct date. And it says, hello, Ken and Brenda. I send you today the new check. Thank you for all that you do for the animals. Best regards from Strasbourg, France, Elizabeth and Sergey Flick. So Elizabeth and Sergey, thank you for all the extra trouble you went through and effort to get that to us. We appreciate it. All right. Now we've got a little pink one here. This is from Neil and Carol Harpin from Rochester, Michigan. And there was a check in here for a donation, no note or anything, but Neil and Carol, we appreciate that. And I went to school with Mike Harpin, so I don't know if that's any relation. And Rochester was a neighboring town to where I lived when I lived downstate. But thank you very much. We appreciate your help on that. And I haven't added any of these yet to the website because I haven't had a chance to sit down and do that. But later today, after I go and pick up more food, I'll sit down and add all these names to the website too, so you folks will know who's donated. This one comes from Dina French Duke, and it's in Archdale, North Carolina. And she sent a really cute little card here. I think those are bluebirds, aren't they? Bluebirds with the little kind of red chest on them. Very cute card. And it says, "Dear Ken and Brenda, your cam brings me so much joy. Thank you for all you both do. Please know we all appreciate your work. Here's a small donation. Thanks again, Dina Duke, North Carolina." So Dina, thank you very much, and I certainly appreciate your help. And then we got a package, and this came from the Porters, which they've been helping us out too in Hope Sound, Florida. And she sent this to Brenda, but I opened it up just to see what it was. And it says, "Hi Brenda, a crazy homemade wig for Gigi from eBay. Good luck." So at some point, I'm sure Brenda will be incorporating this little wig on Gigi. So thank you very much. I definitely appreciate that to the Porters there in Hope Sound, Florida. Okay, so now I got to get caught up on everything. I think that was all the good news. I actually have a bit of kind of sad news, and Danny doesn't even know this yet. In fact, nobody really has known this. A few weeks ago, I'd asked for prayers from people because somebody that was a very significant part, or is a very significant part, of the Snowman camp was facing some medical issues and was going in for some testing. And so finally got some results back, and there are some very significant health problems, and that person is Richard. And you all know Richard. Richard's been a part of this site for many, many years. And Brenda and I got a chance to go down and have lunch with him and his wife yesterday and get all up to date on what's going on. Richard's got a tough road ahead for him here. Next Thursday goes in for his first surgery. And that surgery is just to kind of lay out the ultimate plan for the real big surgery, which he's going to have on the 17th of April. And that one is expected to take 9 hours. So it's a pretty significant surgery. Richard, really didn't want me to discuss the details of what it's all about, but he certainly welcomes prayers, and that's why I wanted to mention something about it, to let you guys know. For maybe some of the new people that don't know Richard, if you go to our chat room, he's RJG, he's the moderator in there, but Richard does so much more. This site probably wouldn't even be here anymore if it wasn't for Richard. I met him originally back in 2007, and he lives down in the Detroit area. I had an event down there, and I went down and we met each other and just hit it off, and told me how much he enjoyed the cam and wanted to help it out however he could. He'd had a printing business, and thought maybe he could do some things for us, which he did, and that evolved into the store on the site. And Richard handles all that stuff on the store. I mean, literally everything from designing different things, coming up with different ideas, ordering the things, stocking them at his place. He handles all the shipping, packaging, handles anything that has to do really with those type of items. And over the years too, he's done some very significant things to raise money. At one point in 2010, this was getting way too expensive to continue to operate, and I was faced with shutting it down. And Richard said there's just no way that's going to happen, and he came through and did some things. And I think at that time he came up with the little snowman idea, and that turned out to be the biggest fundraiser ever for the site. That really it kept us going and kept us alive. And I know I'm forgetting a lot of things. In fact, yesterday after lunch, Brenda and I went out with him and his wife because Richard's always thinking about the snowman camp. What can we do better? How can we make it nicer? How can it be more enjoyable for people? And of course, you know the outfits and things we do here. So Richard took us around to a couple different shops, and we picked up some items that you guys will be seeing in the not too distant future, different outfits here, which is pretty cool. And at one point there was something that was really going to be cool. Oh, this is great, but no, we can't spend that. So we're going to hold off on that. And next thing I know, while we were continuing to shop, Richard grabbed it, went to the counter and bought it, and said, "Here, no, I want you to do this." So that's just the kind of guy Richard is. He's just been an amazing person, an amazing asset for the site. So, and I didn't talk with him about this yet, but I'm sure some folks would, not only want to pray for him, and we certainly hope that, hope he'll do that. But if you'd like to send a card of support along, that would be great. I would say for now, send them to our P.O. box, and I will take them to him. I'll make sure that he all gets, he gets them all. And our P.O. box, I'll tell you now, but it's also on the website too. You can find it on there. But you can just send it to Ken Borton, and our P.O. box is 888 Gaylord, Michigan, and it's 49734 is the P.O. box. Again, it's P.O. box 888 Gaylord, Michigan. And then on the envelope, you can just write for Richard or Richard's name or whatever, and I will make sure that that he sees all of them. And I'll keep you up to date with what's going on the best I can. Richard, he's just not the kind of person that wants to make a big deal out of this. I'll tell you, he's in great spirits. But that second surgery is expected to last 9 hours, so that gives you an idea how serious this is. But if anybody can beat it, it's Richard, that's for sure. So I made him promise me that 10 years from now we're going to sit around and I'm going to yell at him and say, "Boy, you scared the heck out of us back in 2018. Don't ever do that again." So. Take it away, Danny. Oh, God, this is just awful. All right. All right, I'm just going to wrap it up here. So thank you again to... told myself I wasn't going to do this. But yeah, thank you to everybody out there for all your help. We appreciate it. And hope wherever you're watching from that that you're warm and safe and comfortable, dry, and that you're in good health. And with your help, either Danny or I will be here every day to get some food out here and make sure we get the animals fed and in good health. So, anything else you want to share? I appreciate you you being here. I know this isn't your thing, but I know people have appreciated everything you've done. I've seen a lot of comments that people appreciate you being here. Danny loves the wildlife like we do too. He feeds at his house, and so he knows how important this is. So take care, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.